What was Yoda's thoughts about Luke Skywalker? In the Return of the Jedi novelization, Yoda's first thoughts about Luke Skywalker are filled with a mix of warmth, sadness, and deep reflection. When Luke arrives on Dagobah, Yoda immediately senses the young Jedi's powers, but also his emotional turmoil, impatience, and fear. Yoda's insight into Luke is not just that of a teacher evaluating a student, but of a wise old master looking back on the mistakes of the past and seeing both hope and danger in his final pupil. From the moment Luke lands, Yoda can feel the tension in the Force surrounding him. The boy has grown stronger since their last meeting, but his power feels unstable, pulled between the light and the lingering shadow of his father. The novelization describes Yoda as both proud and sorrowful. Proud that Luke has come so far, but sorrowful because he knows the true weight of what still lies ahead. Before this video goes any further, be sure to go to the first link in the description and buy a lightsaber from Sabers Pro. Use code SWDD at checkout for an extra 10% off. As Khan writes, Yoda looked at Luke and sighed, for he saw both the child and the man, both the promise and the puerile. When Luke insists that he's ready to face Vader again, Yoda's inner thoughts reveal his deep concern. He remembers the same impatience and recklessness in Anakin, the same drive to prove oneself before truly understanding what it means to be a Jedi. The novel captures this fear beautifully. Ready, are you? What know you of ready? Yoda's voice trembled with the wingerness of centuries. He had seen this before, the same fire that burned too bright, that consumed instead of enlightened. Inside, Yoda feels the heavy burden of failure. The destruction of the Jedi Order, the rise of the Empire, the fall of Anakin. All of it weighs on him as he looks at Luke. In Luke's face, Yoda sees the echo of the boy's father, not just in appearance but in spirit. Yet, unlike Anakin, Luke has shown restraint and compassion. This gives Yoda a faint glimmer of hope. He senses that Luke's connection to the light side is strong, that perhaps this Skywalker can succeed where the other fell. Still, Yoda's wisdom tells him that Luke's training is incomplete. He senses that Luke's greatest test will not be one of skill, but of spirit. The novel describes Yoda's quiet resignation as he prepares to pass on. 1,000 years of teaching and still the lesson was not yet learned, but this Luke might yet find the balance that all before him has missed. When Yoda finally tells Luke that there is another Skywalker, his thoughts are filled with peace. He knows that the destiny of the Jedi no longer lies in his hand. In Luke, he senses the future, uncertain but alive. For the first time in many years, Yoda feels the Force flowing freely again, not clouded by the dark side, but alive with possibilities. In his final moments, Yoda's thoughts towards Luke are not of fear, but of faith. He has seen the mistakes of the old Jedi, their rigidity, their blindness, their arrogance, and he hopes that Luke will become something greater, a Jedi who understands both strength and compassion. As the novel describes, Yoda's final gaze upon Luke is filled with both sadness and serenity. When gone I am, the last of the Jedi you will be, pass on what you have learned. In that line lies everything Yoda feels, pride, hope, and the wisdom of one who finally understands that the future of the Force belongs to a new generation. The lore from this video is from the Return of the Jedi novelization.